In this class, we will discuss untouchability, an offense as it is declared under Article 17 of the Constitution. So, before discussing the necessary provisions of Article 17, will touch the very concept of untouchability and how it was in a form of practice among the members of the society and how it came into origin. So, when we'll touch untouchability in the Vedic society, it was divided into four Varnas such as Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and those division of the society was according to allotment or allocation of work, and that division was based on Varna. So there was no concept of caste, but it was during the rule of the Guptas caste division or the division of the society on the basis of caste and subcaste was originated, and to dominate a particular class in the society over the majority, and such division of the society on the basis of caste by the Gupta dynasty while ruling over India laid the very foundation of untouchability, and to abolish the very practice of untouchability and its eradication in any form, some socio-religious movements and reforms were started, and among those the first one, that was the movement led by Sri Chaitanya during 16th century, and after Chaitanya in the modern period it was started with Sir Raja Rammohn Roy, who is considered as the father of modern Indian Renaissance and Reformation. And after Raja Rammohn Roy, many other social reformers, they started against the very evil of untouchability in India, and during that period some other socio-religious movements such as the Arya Samaj and the Brahma Samaj under the leadership of Raja Rammohn Roy, and Arya Samaj under Swami Dayanand Saraswati, they also started against the very evil practice of untouchability in our society. So also the Britishers during their rule brought many legislations and actions to remove the very evil of untouchability, and among the men British Governor General, it was Sir William Bentinck who reformed the educational system, and he also abolished during his rule the very practice of untouchability and other social evils. And even in during freedom movement, It was started with certain modern freedom fighters such as social reformers like Jyotiba Phule in Maharashtra. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also formed the All India Depressed Classes Federation against the very evil of untouchability. Also, Mahatma Gandhi, in his Hind Swaraj, coined the very term Harijan to remove and to alienate the very practice of untouchability in India, as untouchability led to the very practice of casteism in India, and in consequence to all these socio-religious movements and the role of many social workers like Jyotiba Phule in Maharashtra, also Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi, it led the very emphasis on our Constituent Assembly to eliminate or to abolish the very practice of untouchability in India. So, accordingly, the Constitution of India, when it was framed, they inserted the very important article, that is Article 17, which emphasizes on the very abolition of the practice of untouchability in any form in India since 1950, when the very Constitution of India came into effect. This very provision under Article 17 forbidden any practice of untouchability in any form in India, and it consider its very practice in any form in India as an offense. So, accordingly, the first government in the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and the first Union Parliament legislate the Untouchability Offence Act 1955, where the very provisions provided that untouchability will be considered as an offence wherever it may be in practice in any form. Later on, the very act was renamed in 1976 by an amendment under the leadership of late Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and the new name given to the very act was the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955. So, these are the constitutional provisions and how it led to the enactment of Untouchability Offence Act 1955, and how it was renamed in 1976 amendment as the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1976, and the very provision how and why it was included under the Part 3 Fundamental Rights under Article 17, what led to its very declaration that untouchability in practice in any form in anywhere in India is now considered as an offense, and how historically it originated and evolved the very development of the practice of untouchability and how socio-religious movements and the role of the Britishers and the freedom fighters in India, how they fought against the very practice of untouchability and how it was declared as a social evil. All that we discuss in this video, and in our upcoming video we will discuss the very important leading cases decided by our Supreme Court regarding the very practice and its abolition, that we will discuss in our upcoming video.